All right, guys, so let's set up our Google Ads account and set up our first campaign along with a negative keyword list. And so I'm going to be explaining it step by step. But first, this is the view you need to see. And in order to get to this view, just go to Google, type in Google Ads, click on this link. It'll take you to this, and then you'll be taken to this view. So let's go ahead and get this started. You're going to click right down here to switch to expert mode. And the first campaign, like I mentioned, is that we're gonna start what's called a brand campaign. A brand campaign is when someone types in our name of official fish finder or official fish finder shop, that our ad or our website will now be ranking at the top, since in the beginning, we definitely won't be ranking at the top since it's a new website, and it's an easy way for us to get kind of retargeting traffic and easy sales, and we only have to spend a couple bucks a day on it, and it'll be super profitable. So the best way to start this is we're gonna create a campaign without a goal guidance. Go down to search, and we don't click any of these. Continue. Okay, now we're gonna actually have this as brand search campaign. And we don't need the display network. And now as far as locations, if you're advertising only in the US or only in the US and Canada, then this means that you can also ship to the US and Canada. But if you're in Australia and you're shipping to Australia, then you just need to type in, right, Australia, click the country, and then these are the people that you will target. So this is not going worldwide. I usually just start in the United States. And then another thing, let me erase this. Another thing is location options. Make sure to pick people in or regularly in your targeted locations, and then just click right here, people in your excluded locations. So you don't want to mess with any of the languages unless your website is not in English. And then as far as budget, I always start with at least $10 a day, but it probably will only spend $2, honestly, in the beginning. So as far as bidding, what we want to do is click right here. We're going to click all the way down to manual CPC. We're going to go full hands-on. It's very important. Now, we're also going to be able to add in site links, call-out extensions, all of which we're going to be covering in later videos. This is especially not important right now. We can always add these little tiny details at the end of the campaign. So right now we just need to kind of go through the basics. Great. Now we're at our first ad group, which is cool. So what I always do is I name every ad group something that I will remember it by, which is Fish Finder Official. Now I'm going to re-explain how we're going to have our keywords. So I'm going to go over it once, but I'll go over it like so many times that it'll make sense. So first of all, our default bid, 75 cents. I've covered this before. 75 cents is a good starting bid. Now, as far as how we're structuring our ad groups, or you can think of it as ad sets, is we're going to have 3 different ad groups. First is going to be the phrase. So let me paste it and then I'll explain it. Okay, so we're gonna have 3 of these little guys, right? So this is our exact match, meaning anytime someone types in this exact thing within these brackets, our ad will only show if someone only typed this. If someone typed in Fish Finder Official Shop, then our ad will not show. However, if we have these plus signs right here, now anytime someone types in any combination of these words, our ad will show. And then this is a phrase. So anytime someone types in at least this, and if they have shop or coupon or whatever after it, our ad will still show. Depending on the keyword and just traffic, one of these will be extremely profitable, or all 3 of these will. But it's important to segment and see which one is the most profitable. But I'll be going over this more in later videos. So we're going to save and continue. And now we can structure our first ad. So our final URL is always going to want to go to the landing page that we have. If you have multiple products, I also sometimes will put it to like a best sellers list. So we'll put in a URL right here. Now, as far as the best headline to do, all we have to do is literally type in what we are targeting. So if we're targeting those keywords of official fish finder, we can put something like official fish finder shop, get your fish finder here, and headline 3 is not always going to show up. So we can say limited time offers today. Awesome. And a couple things, you want to make sure not to ever have all caps in any of your headlines. It will just get disapproved. Display path. We don't really need to change any of our display paths. In our description, we can put in a simple description. I'm going to be going over this in other videos once again. Now, in this case, we're going to put in a very simple description. Okay, so as far as the description, you just want to make sure to have this keyword, which we're targeting, which is up here, Fish Finder Official, somewhere in the description. So fish finders, and then official fish finders, which I could have put fish finders official, but it doesn't matter. It has some kind of combination. And the description on your brand campaign isn't necessarily the most important, but here's a good example. Looking for the best fish finders in the market, click here to see why over 2,500 customers choose official fish finders to meet their fishing needs. Very simple, and we have like a kind of a character restriction. This is not as important or something that you should focus on too much, hence why I'm kind of going through it quickly. What's going to be more important, we're going to save and continue. What's going to be actually more important is our negative keyword list. So right now we have our brand campaign, but a negative keyword list is going to allow any campaign that we create to make sure that we are not going to waste any money on useless clicks that would have never converted anyway. So for example, if we go into this case study store, look at how many negative keyword lists I had. Now this was built up after many months, but the one that was very, very important to apply to all my campaigns was this universal negative keyword list, which is what I'm going to be giving you guys in the resource section. So you'll be able to copy all of this. But what this does is anytime someone just types in free, or let's just say there's a lot of people getting your product mixed up with another product and it's simply like not something that's ever going to convert on, then you can put this in there. But generally what we want to exclude is things like Amazon, eBay, Walmart, dropshipping, coupon, free, scam, all that other stuff, or phone or contact info, because those are not keywords that are going to convert. Those are not keywords that we ever want to show up for, along with a handful of other words that I have an updated list for you guys to download and apply, which I'm going to be showing you guys. So these are really important and allows us to get more and more specific with our campaigns. And as we start growing, then we can add in all these other negatives and applying it to specific campaigns. Now, if we go back to this, I want to show you how we're going to apply our negative keyword list. So first, we're going to go up to here. We literally just type in negative keywords in the search bar, click. So what we want to do is create a negative keyword list and apply it to all of our campaigns. So we're going to click right here. Our list name is going to be general list. This is what I like to use, like what I created down here, but I want to create it from scratch. And we're just literally going to paste exactly what I'm going to give you guys right below this video. And then we click save. And once we click save, we'll have this list, and we can apply this list to all of our campaigns. So we can actually apply to campaigns. We look and we see, we got our brand campaign right here, and we're going to apply it. Boom. And now we can apply it to more campaigns. You can see that I applied this to all, which I'm going to be showing you guys in future videos. But right now, this is a really good setup. So now every single campaign that we create from here on out, it will automatically have a better chance to avoid any wasted clicks, any wasted money or ad spend at all, to make sure that we're only spending for the right customers. So this is the first video, and let's go ahead and keep going in the next one.